Hey gang, I am going to be on tour starting this September. I'm going to be in London September 7th. Second show added in London. Then we're going to be in Dublin on September 12th. After that, coming to America November 6th in Memphis. Then Huntsville, Alabama, Chattanooga, Tennessee, Knoxville, Asheville, Greensboro, Wilmington, and then Myrtle Beach, classy Myrtle Beach, Austin, and Boston. And we will be adding more shows soon. But if you want to come see me, please check me out there.
That's it, baby. And then I will be, the big one, September 5th, Chicago Theater, September 11th, Theater at Madison Square Garden, and then September 27th, Saudi Arabia, baby. So come see me. I'm also in Boston in October. Got shows lined up at the Wilbur, the Chevalier. Just go to chrisdcomedy.com for Tiki Wikis. Thanks for all the support.
100%. Cheers.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Two Bears, One Cave, Summer Bears Edition, number 5.
Wow.
With me, Stavros Halkias, and my pal, Chris Distefano.
That's it. We're here. We have just eaten probably 1,500 calories of sweets.
I'm so fucked. Honestly, I'm gonna fucking kill Benson Spoon.
Dude.
Both of you actually are sabotaging me. It's your fault.
Sorry about that.
This is your only escape from your family. I know that your fiance is watching what you're eating. Now that she's got you legally, you can't die.
Right.
You know what I mean? Until you're married,
right,
and she gets everything if you die, she's got to keep you alive. So it's a lot of egg white omelets. It's a lot of working out. So you and our text chain, one of us is fat as shit, is trying to change his fucking life, Chris, and you pretend like you're a friend who supports me, but every time I come here, you demand Benson Spoon gets us a whole coterie of fucking desserts.
Well, I gotta be...
And what am I gonna do? Have any self-control? No! I'm gonna eat the tiramisu. I'm gonna eat whatever delicious shit. And there was a bagel. I packed a lunch.
Dude, I know.
I packed a fucking breakfast even, and then I see a bagel. What, am I not gonna eat the fucking bagel?
Yeah, but here's the thing. The lunch that you packed is salmon and chicken and broccoli, so it's the thought that counts.
I know. Right now, in the studio fridge, there is salmon, broccoli, and a half cup of rice. I didn't even give myself a full cup of rice, and I've eaten 3 fucking desserts.
I love that you have salmon, broccoli, and chicken in the fridge, and tiramisu in your belly button.
I'm fucked.
Dude, well, I didn't know what to do because I actually was concerned because Stavros, myself, and Benson Spoon have a group chat where we go over when we're going to come in and film this, what it is, and Stavros just hasn't responded in 2 weeks.
Fault.
So I texted him this morning thinking, dude, are you dead? Am I going to find your body in Astoria with a half-eaten Turkey Hill ice cream container, porn, and a vote for Mom Donnie sign?
Everything is right except Turkey Hill. You offended me.
Sorry.
It's not you fantasizing about my death. It's you thinking I would be eating low-quality ice cream like fucking Turkey Hill.
Sorry about that.
I'd be Ben and Jerry's up. Maybe Jenny's even.
I know, dude. You are sold out everywhere you go, so you are Ben and Jerry's now. You were Turkey Hill 3 years ago.
Oh, my youth. In my youth, we had the plastic tub with its own little plastic handle.
Yeah.
That was the Neapolitan that you got at Costco.
The best.
Or Price Club, back in the day. And then, obviously, the strawberry always goes last.
Oh, yeah.
They know what they're doing with Neapolitan.
Yeah.
That's their way to sneak strawberry into chocolate and vanilla superstars.
The best, dude.
And then they sneak I don't need a third. You should redo Neapolitan ice cream, and it should be maybe like, now I'm bad with fractions.
1/8.
What? No, hold on. This
3/5.
Yeah, fifths.
That's the only fraction I know from history.
No, I like that. 2/5 chocolate, 2/5 vanilla, 1/5 strawberry.
Yes.
That's how we do it.
Well, it's also, too, if we're just being honest.
Or maybe 3/7, 1/7.
I also don't want any fruit at all in my ice cream. You know what I mean? It's
That's
like,
a
just
great
give me a
point.
Brussels sprout.
No, that's a really good point. How did strawberry sneak its way into being the default fruit ice cream flavor?
It's weird because it could be blueberry ice cream, could be apple ice cream, but why
we've never
strawberry?
even conceived of blueberry ice cream, but it could be.
You know what's wild about
a sorbet?
Pineapple sorbet, have the jizz smelling amazing.
Mango?
Mango. Now you're talking to the Puerto Ricans.
Really?
At home,
They big
Puerto
mango
Ricans
guys?
love mangoes.
Oh, dude.
Do you know strawberries are the only fruit that, and not the only fruit, I know they are a fruit that they have their seeds on the outside. So when you eat them, and that's because they know through nature, they've learned how to procreate and just keep recreating versions of themselves. Because when you eat them and then you take a poop, you technically poop the seeds out.
Seeds right out.
Right out. So they know. So they never die, dude.
It's like a guy walking around covered in his own jizz.
Exactly.
That's what a strawberry is. So it's like, maybe some jizz gets
right. So that's why when you see me in the streets and I have jizz all over my own jizz all over my face, I'm just being a strawberry and trying to keep. That's me saying I want to be immortal. That's my everything's into longevity
I need more
now.
children. Yeah.
So
like that guy, the vampire guy, Ryan Johnson, who just looks like, he just looks like a gay guy.
Yo, yeah.
Like he just looks like a gay guy with a younger boyfriend. I don't even know if the guy's gay, but whatever he's done to himself makes him look sort of like Did you see Behind the Candelabra?
Oh, yeah.
The Liberace movie?
Yeah, but don't tell the friends in my neighborhood that I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought, I mean, there must have been Italian guys who were like, this guy, he's flashy just like me.
Yeah.
In the 70s,
100%.
there must have been guys who were just like, Liberace, he ain't fucking gay.
Yeah,
he's got jewelry.
He's got jewelry, he's got talent.
Yeah.
I think first of all, too, I just want to quickly say that although, yes, the sweets were here today, and I did say in the group chat that I like a little bit extra treats. I said I want my egg whites, avocado on rye bread, which was done, and I said maybe a fun little sweet treat for us, and then Benson Spoon. First of all, Benson Spoon shows up an hour late dressed like a lesbian.
Right.
Okay?
He does look good. He is wearing Benson. I think it's gone to his head.
Yes.
The Benson Boone comparison has gone to. He came in jean jacket.
Yeah.
He does look like he looks like he would finish last in a Benson Boone lookalike contest.
He looks like, and he does look like, to me today, even though he does look good, he does look like he
would crack his head trying to do the backflip.
Yes. He would. Yeah. And he does. It is kind of lesbian vibes with his boots. He looks like a WNBA player going into the game. You know, like when they walk in and they have their cool outfit. Like he looks like Caitlin Clark walking into the arena.
They're looking good, by the way.
Oh God, so is Benson Spoon, dude. That's why I'm saying it. I want to rub tiramisu all over his man pussy.
That's the only way. If I came in here and there was a tiramisu like in his hole, then I would put the odds down to like 30-70. I eat it. It wouldn't even be zero.
Let's go 40-60.
Well, for you, they're a little higher, but. Yeah,
But he had the tiramisu, and he had the sweets, and it's like, we'll eat it anyway because we're both sweet addicts, but it's as if the DoorDash guy just took it and threw it against the wall. The tiramisu and cupcakes were smeared along the edges of the box.
That is another layer of how pathetic we are, is that it was like, we were basically like raccoons just fucking scraping it off the side. I couldn't even find forks at first. We were doing it with our bare hands.
Like 100%, if our mothers were here, they would have yelled at us. 100%, you and I would have gotten yelled at separately by our mothers. And by the way, it's not like we were doing it in the studio. There's a public common area out there with other workers who don't even work for this network that we were eating in front of, and they were probably like, who are these absolute pigs?
I know. We started the day very piggish.
Yes.
Two pigs, one pen is what
That's what it is.
We
really are disgusting. But I got to be honest, at least right now, they're catching us. That's why it's good the camera's on, because I have a sugar rush where my heart is literally beating to a point where it might be kind of dangerous, because I've had 3 coffees and I ate my egg sandwich and I ate those tiramisus, and I didn't even tell you, dude, I ate I ate a pack of Oreo cookies I got from 7-Eleven on the way in here.
Just to get going.
Dude, just
to prime the pump.
Yeah. I was doing so good with my diet, and then the last 48 hours, you ever just fall off the rails? Like,
what are you talking
out of
to?
nowhere, like, I don't know what happened. I went to my stepmom's retirement party, and I had like some gelato, and I had some like a little bit of pasta, and it was kind of like it warmed me up.
Of course.
And then I didn't eat anything else the rest of that night. I stayed healthy, but then I woke up the next day and I ate a Cinnabon. I started doing the thing that I used to do.
Cinnabon?
Dude, because I weigh 215 right now. I used to be 255.
Sure, my goal weight.
Yep, and I used to do that thing where I would go into the bagel store and get stuff for my family, and I would get, can I get a toasted bagel with cream cheese? Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese? Can I get a bacon, egg, and cheese on a hero? And then I'd say, what else did she say she wants? But all this is for me.
Come on,
and
dude.
I did it again at the local bagel store in the new neighborhood I just moved into.
Where they know you.
Well, they don't know me yet. They know, but it's new. And the guy literally said to me, he goes, "Are you having a party or something?" Because it was 8 a.m. and I was like, "Oh, I got a big family." And he was like, "You spent $130 at a bagel store." So if you're spending over $50 at a bagel store, that's an issue.
Who are you talking to?
I know.
You want to hear a fucked up order? You want to hear when
Yes.
I really would put my nuts on the table?
Yes.
When I'm talking, I'm $350 and I'm starting my day with edibles. And I'm like, just like, let's, and I'm still high from the night before, and I'm like, what do I want as a nice, how fucked up my bagel order got? I would do everything classic, nothing there, toasted. 2 eggs, sausage and bacon.
Ooh.
Sausage and bacon, because, there's not enough. And then no cheese.
Okay.
But then I would...
Keep the saturated fats down.
No. Because there was enough... For me, this was all about getting every bite uniform and delicious. That's why I got 2 meats, because God forbid there be one bite where there's not a little bit of meat, right?
Yeah.
That's why I would get and I would even take this apart and organize every bite. So, same problem with cheese. Sometimes it's not uniform. So what do? The place I lived at they had their own bacon scallion. It was like bacon scallion sriracha cream cheese.
Whoa!
And that became the cheese. Throw that on there, smear that so every inch of the thing is covered in. I'd add a fucking hash brown into the sandwich. And if my dick was really feeling hard, I would add avocado. Before I ate it, I would pre-salt the avocado because there's not enough salt in every bread. And that was like when I'm really a fucking piece of shit. And then I would do the thing where I'd be like, time for a dessert bagel, and just get either plain with strawberry cream cheese, or I would get a cinnamon raisin with then cinnamon cream cheese. And that would be just the start of my day. And then imagine having to do things. And then I would be doing stuff, dude.
Yeah.
That's the insanity. I mean, I would probably bang some Adderall.
Yeah.
I was doing the fat guy, low grade speedballs of edibles, Adderall.
And here's the thing, after you finished that dessert bagel, you were still hungry. You could just keep going, probably.
I would just be catatonic for about 40 minutes. I would just be like...
Yeah, it's like doing drugs.
And then I'd be like, fuck, okay, time to fucking podcast, know? And then I would be on, and then I'd be like, how about a whole pizza and fucking 14 wings?
You would do that. So do you think there's days in your life where you 10,000 calories in a day easy? 8,000, 7,000?
Yeah, 7,000, no problem.
Yeah, why not?
7,000, no problem.
By the way,
I can't eat like that anymore. Although, who knows? Even what we did out there was pretty nice.
Just take the chicken and salmon and start dipping it in the tiramisu.
Dude, sauces.
Yeah.
When you get sauced up, because I'm a big sauce boy. Sauces Korean barbecue. One of my favorite dipping sauces is purely sesame oil and salt.
Yeah.
They don't tell you about that.
Yeah.
There's some special sauces they don't think, because they don't think the gringo knows about it,
Yeah,
right?
but they do.
And then I say, hey, where's my sesame oil? And I see the respect on the Korean waiter's face when he knows. And I'm like, and bring that fucking, there's a red bean paste as well.
Yeah.
That's good as fuck. Anyway.
But you got yourself under control.
This is what happens when we start talking bagels and fucking desserts.
But I love because...
My dick's getting hard right now.
And that's what it is too, is... I love the truckers listening to this podcast are all careening off the side of whatever interstate they're delivering to.
Yeah.
I love that we're going to see on the news, a 30 truck pileup, and they're and all Stavvy was talking about scallion cream cheese.
Shout out to the fat boys and fat girls out there.
Love it.
Hearing this. This is pornography for the obese.
This really is, dude. Dude, I got family trying to manage the mortgage, the kids' schools, the wife wants, if she wants a butt thing, whatever.
The many defamation lawsuits.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
I got to buy different hats because I don't like the way my hair looks.
Sure.
Dude, it's just spending money. And I said, if I'm going to be doing this, I have to figure out a way how to be smart with the money and how to, invest properly. And I found Acorns.
You did?
Acorns, dude. I was looking Acorns. It's amazing. Dude, I feel like a squirrel out there. Acorns, it's easy to start doing more with your money. In fact, you can start automatically investing with just your spare change. Dude, investing, compounding investing, all that. If you want to be rich like Tom Segura and Bert Kreischer, the amount of money Tom and Bert made off those poor washcloths, when they invested in Acorns, they doubled it.
That's
so
wow.
that's the washcloths should just say Acorns. It is awesome. Plus, Acorns can support your money goals in life: new car, first home, investing for your kids, saving for retirement, and so much more.
So much more.
Acorns, they even have a checking account that automatically invests for you, an emergency fund that grows your money, and it's all in the most easy to use app ever.
Wow.
Sign up now, and Acorns will boost your new account with a $5 bonus investment. You get a $5 bonus. Join the over 14 million all-time customers who have already saved and invested over $25 billion with Acorns. Head to acorns.com/bears or download the Acorns app to get started.
Paid non-client endorsement compensation provides incentive to positively promote Acorns. Tier 2 compensation provided. Investing involves risk. Acorns Advisors, LLC, an SEC-registered investment advisor. View important disclosures at acorns.com/bears.
This is an ad by BetterHelp. These days, it feels like there's a lot of advice for everything. Just get on your phone and you will get advice for cold plunges, gratitude journals, screen detoxes. But how do you know what actually works for you? With the internet and information overload about mental health and wellness, it can be a struggle to know what's true and what actions to take these days. Using trusted resources and talking to live therapists can get you personalized recommendations and help you break through the noise. I'm in therapy. I've been in therapy for a very long time. I'm in couples therapy. It is so useful, such a useful tool to get through. I was worried that I was going to burn myself out in Georgia. I talked to my therapist, and my therapist said something I've heard before, but I loved it. It's like eating an elephant, small bites, and the small bite starts with you getting up and working out in the morning. We know that makes you feel better. Keep up with your happiness journal. Sundays are just for your wife. Make a fun Sunday just for your wife. Listen, it helps. And with over 30,000 therapists, BetterHelp is the world's largest online therapy platform, having served over 5 million people globally. It's convenient, too. It is the only reason I am talking about them. Online therapy is awesome. You can join a session with a therapist at the click of a button, helping you fit therapy into your busy life. Plus, you can switch therapists at any time. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Talk it out with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at betterhelp.com/bears. That's better, HELP.com/bears.
I mean, I got to be honest, though, because the immediate guilt that I felt after we ate that, because I'm definitely trying to get in better shape. I definitely, I understand.
Can I ask you something? Rank the guilt.
Okay.
So we're talking food guilt, there's sexual guilt, right? When you bust to something that's like, I don't know,
shouldn't have done that.
Yeah. I don't know if I should have been thinking about this person from my past doing that thing.
Yeah, it's like I'm jerking off. It's like I think the actress Jodie Sweetin, who played Stephanie in Full House, is smoking hot.
Sure.
But the problem is I've jerked off to her when she was in the 90s.
Of course.
So it's like you think about that. You're like, yeah, but you're jerking off.
Yeah.
So
no, it's true. When you go, your memories need to age up with you.
Yes. Yeah.
Just because you jacked off to something, you jacked off to Saved by the Bell when you were in high school.
Yeah.
You are not allowed to jack off to Kelly Kapowski anymore.
No,
pal.
you can't jerk off.
It's got to be. By the way, she was in a procedural. Yeah. She was in like a cop show when I was in high school. Right. She was looking fucking. I jacked off to that level.
You can't jerk off to Topanga from Boy Meets World today. You were doing it. We were all doing it in the 90s. You can do it today. No, but not. She's 14 or something.
No. That's what I mean. Her now.
But I'm saying you can't go back and watch.
No, you cannot. Yeah. I mean, Boy Meets World is brutal. They're like literal children.
I'm coming to Fred Savage. I'm like that.
You're like, all right. It doesn't even get to her. You just see
what the hell?
Savage, just curly head. You're like,
you're
thinking about Mr. Feeney eating your ass.
No, but it's
nice penis, Mr. Distefano.
So because I'm trying to get in shape. So I'm aware that I'm not like a fat mess. Because sometimes people will yell at me on the internet that you always talk about how you're fat, you're not fat. Yeah. And I'm like, my brain, I have the definite. My parents at times in their life were both overweight. I have the fat gene and I have the guilt and I notice Jasmine, she has no guilt. If she eats something, she's like, I let it go. Like, I'm enjoying. Why would I eat the food and then not enjoy it?
Do you think it's just food, though, or do you have a guilt issue overall?
It's called being a Catholic. I have guilt because I have guilt about things constant. Like, there'll be times where, like, I'll get in. I don't, you know me. I'm not really that confrontational of a guy. I want just people to be happy. I'm like, I'm happy with what so I try to just avoid it if I can. That's how I am. I'm what's known in my neighborhood as a big pussy.
Yeah.
So
hey guys, we're gonna go fuck Chris's girl. You guys come in.
Yeah. He's got talent. So
he's over there shooting free throws with his dad again. We're all gonna get head from his girl while he's doing that.
While he's shooting free throws over the broom his dad's holding up that he's making believe it's a black guy. So
I do love that. I mean, we don't have to get into it again that you've told the story a bunch, but I do love that your dad just snuck in racism.
Always.
Just training you. Like a wholesome father-son moment. He's like, let's be a little racist here.
Yeah, I've said it before. The name on the broom, piece of tape named Leroy, and it's just what it is.
Could have been the guy's name. Could have been John.
Could have been John. And Leroy, and you say, okay,
Leroy's tough.
Could be a name, but then, what made it even worse is he taped a weed to the edge of it.
Your dad also was in blackface.
Yes, he was.
And he was saying the N-word a lot.
Yeah, that's what it is.
But in his head, he was doing it in character.
Right. He's like, I'm just trying to mimic what you might see in the NBA on the off chance you make it as a 5'8" kid with psoriasis and a mushroom haircut from Supercuts that can hit a 1 out of every 7 threes.
Supercuts.
Oh, dude, my mom would take me there and just ask for the number 6.
Yeah.
Oh, it sucked. Did you ever, lemon tree.
Did you ever go to like a lady's house? Like, did your mom ever have a friend who did cut hair in her kitchen?
That we didn't, but I would go to like a Dominican lady that wasn't my mom's friend. That her salon was just on the second floor of her, but she was hot, and everyone would go get their haircuts there because her big tits would just hit your shoulder.
Dude, my first week in New York, right? I didn't, I was just like, it was like I didn't know where I was going. I was just like walking around aimlessly. Being when you're like an artsy little fucking nerd who lives on the East Coast, like New York is like. It's like, it feels like Hogwarts to you. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to be a gay-ass wizard. I want to be a gay-ass comedian.
Right.
So to me, New York is like this and it's like you see.
Everybody go, you're like, that's where George Carlin went on stage first, the Cafe Noir.
Totally.
All like little.
Walking by the cellar, being like,
one day be there. One day.
Yeah, and it happens, and it's like it's a club.
Yeah,
man.
and then it happens.
It's like, who cares?
And you realize like, this all sucks.
Yeah, life sucks.
Like,
nothing's good.
I mean, the clubs are great, but we're all dead inside.
You never get to be happy. Happiness is an illusion.
That's why we eat tiramisu out of the box. Got Benson.
And it's early, by the way. It was 9:59 a.m. We're eating tiramisu.
Big time. Yeah.
And I was rocking the shaved look. I remember. I was fighting I was shamed by society.
Right.
To shave my head back then, and I was looking a little. I had just moved. So I was like, let me just go to like a cheap place, get a buzz real quick, and it was a Dominican woman with fat tits who was gorgeous and who called me Poppy, and I was legitimate. I jacked off.
Sure.
Like in a public bathroom.
Yeah.
Like moments after getting that haircut. Like it might have been like a Gray's papaya. I was trying to do like New York shit. I went to some or a bodega or something. Yeah. And I was like, do you guys have a bathroom? And I just the idea of fucking this lady who shaved my head because I felt her tits on my shoulders and she called me Poppy. I was just like,
with her nice little Dominican accent.
It was insane.
I believe it.
Fuck, where was that place?
Let's go there.
It was
tonight.
somewhere on the east side because it was. Remember, there was an open mic, Revisions Lounge.
Oh yeah.
Revisions Lounge. And I think I even saw you.
Dude, I remember when you got here to New York.
Yeah.
Everybody loved you right away. And I remember the very first time I saw you, you were on You Know What, Dude. And Bobby Kelly was one of the first guys to kind of be doing like live streaming.
He was,
And Bobby, is lost a lot of weight now, but back in those days, he was pretty heavy. And you were sitting in between Bobby Kelly and then comedian Louis Katz. And we could chime in on the chat. And I chimed in. I was like, yo, that kid sitting in the middle of you looks like if Bobby Kelly and Louis had a baby. baby. Because you had the glasses like Louie and fat like Bobby.
Absolutely.
But I remember, dude, yeah, you came in, but I remember that shaved, I remember the shaved head, missing tooth look was next level.
Thank you.
It literally, it was one of those ones where it's like, I guarantee you the FBI just looked a little bit closer at you because you look like a guy who would be laying on a roof with a sniper rifle taking shots at the press.
It was awesome to be toothless. That was the happiest years of my life, legit.
But you still, the thing is, what I always say, because people have, I don't know why, people have brought this up to me about you with the hair and the tooth, but like what was going on there. And I said, I don't know for sure, but I would argue, I said, because the way Stavvy holds himself is so confident and that you have so much confidence within whatever look or whatever you're doing that I said, I bet you he got the most puss during that time.
I was in a, like the only time I've ever been in like a happy relationship.
Was then?
Oh,
that's interesting.
And in hindsight, I feel really bad. She was a great girl, and like she clearly did not like that I was toothless.
Right.
Like I remember her being just like she was just like, just put the tooth in when you meet my family.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
I was gonna say I would love to see the warning text between her and her family or group chat or sister, just saying he's a really nice guy.
I crushed it with the tooth in, but I met like some of her work friends without a tooth, and she was like, she couldn't believe she had to tell me, put your tooth in before you meet my work friends.
Yeah, like
she was so upset. I mean, that was probably the beginning of the end.
Well, I was gonna say, like, it's a few years ago, like them being like, okay, wait, so what? He lives in an apartment in Astoria, right?
Yeah,
he's a little overweight.
He's got 3 roommates.
He's got 3 roommates. He has no teeth, and his podcast is called Come Town. And you want to marry this guy, honey? We'll do it for you, but we really don't think it's gonna work. You know.
But yes, that was a beautiful time. The toothless years were the happiest years of my life.
But because that's the thing is like everything in life is like mindset, and I feel like like even before we were talking outside, and you were like, you're getting really good at like photography, and like you know how to like.
Well, the Stavvy Baby 2026 nude calendar coming out actually very soon.
But that's what I'm saying. Peeled. You have confidence in a way like I don't have the confidence. Like you would see the two of us and be like, oh, he's probably not confident. I'm probably more confident. But it's the reverse. You're very confident, but not in a cocky way. You're confident in a powerful way. And I don't think I can do anything.
It's interesting. So why do you think that is?
Well, I'm bringing up
you?
The mindset of this is probably feeding back into like the guilt and the sweets and the everything is shame. Everything is you're not good enough. Everything, you know what I mean? So it's probably Catholicism all ties in.
Right. Greek. This might just be Greek Orthodoxy versus Catholicism.
This is what I'm saying. This is the main difference.
Because we barely are a religion.
Right.
It's really just a building where you have dances and you can sell lukumades and like, souvlaki to like keep things afloat.
Right.
But it's like, no, we didn't, like I didn't learn lessons about God or anything. I don't know shit about the Bible.
Yeah.
They didn't teach us any of that shit. And like, there's not that much guilt. I went to confession like one time because I went to church camp 1 week.
Right.
And our church camp was just the only sleepaway camp my parents were like scared I was gonna get my whole life.
Right.
Which, part of me I'm like, did I black it out?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, because my parents are they wouldn't let me sleep over at anyone's house.
Right.
They were so freaked out, and I'm like, did somebody fucking suck me off when I was 4? And I just completely I've literally like meditated and been like, did that guy suck my dick?
Yeah. Come on, I can handle it. I can handle it.
I'm like, yeah. Just be like, come on, I'm strong enough now.
Yeah.
Open Pandora's box. But no, I can't think of. Even though I was adorable,
you were. Oh my God.
I peaked at 3. Like I was such a cute baby.
Cherub.
I peaked at 3, bro. I was so cute. Little bow tie. My mom would dress me up nice.
Well, I feel like it's coming full circle now because now you're starting to look like you're just getting hot again.
Well, I've always said I was meant to be in my 40s.
Right.
I am actually peaking in my 40s because like everyone's going bald and can't handle it.
Right.
Yeah, I'm ready.
What are you,
Everyone's getting fat.
37?
I'm 36.
36, yeah.
So I'm getting primed, and all I want to do by the time I'm 40, get big arms.
Right.
Fat guy with big arms.
The best.
In your 40s, great look.
You know what you should do? CrossFit. CrossFit is what will get.
There's no chance I'm doing that.
I'm saying it's what'll get you. Just an immediate no. Bring in the tiramisu.
Chris, we're basically small business owners.
Small business.
Stavvy Baby Enterprises, yes. Am I loaning out some of my expertise here on Two Bears? Yes. But I myself am a small business owner.
Yes, you
I
are.
have my own podcast company. I have my own, Stavvy's World, obviously. We're on the road. I have my own road business. Merchandising, right?
Yeah.
I sell the Stavvy Baby erotic calendar every year. And I used to do that. It used to be brutal. I used to sell my own T-shirts out of garbage bags. I wouldn't track shit. I would lose money. Sometimes I would just, honestly, there were times where I just didn't feel like paying to have it shipped back. If I thought I was going to sell a bunch of calendars because I didn't do the math right, and I just left them at a club.
Yeah.
There's
just thousands of dollars.
There's
left
a funny bone with $700 worth of 2021 calendars.
Yeah, they're just giving them out with like any purchase over $100
Yes.
at the Dayton Funny Bone.
Still to this day.
Yeah.
But I have since, what's helped me grow my
Tell me.
business? Shopify.
Shopify.
Such a wonderful e-commerce business. They will help you grow no matter what you're selling.
Right.
They will help your business grow. Imagine being able to guarantee that shopping is always convenient. You kind of scrolled down right as I was reading something there. Imagine being able to guarantee that shopping is always
Dude, you got
convenient.
spooned.
I got spooned, baby. Imagine endless aisles, ship to customer, buy online, pick up in store, all made simpler so customers can shop how they want and staff have the tools to close the sale every time.
Like it?
In fact, it's proven, folks, based on a report from EY, businesses on Shopify, point of sale, see real results, like 22% better total cost of ownership and benefits equivalent to an 8.9% uplift in sales on average relative to the market set surveyed. I don't know anything about that shit, to be honest with you. I just know my shit's gotten better since I got Shopify.
100%
All right, you
good.
want these egghead numbers that I can barely read, or do you want my real 100%, I have used this company, my feelings, because I'm a feelings guy.
You are.
And I feel deeply about Shopify. I love them, and I think you will too. Get all the big stuff for your small business right with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/bears. Go to shopify.com/bears. Shopify.com/bears. Christopher, I know you feel this way. You're constantly moving. You have a family to support.
Yes.
You're dropping off pies to the law enforcement officials in your hometown. Life moves fast for you, and it moves fast for everybody else. And sometimes you just need a way to relax, recharge, or stay focused.
That's it.
Without making things more complicated than they already are. You ever try meditating, but then get stressed out about how bad you are at meditating?
I do.
Samesies. That's why I love Via.
You do?
Yeah, because they actually make feeling good easy.
Dude, Via is...
I would say they're changing the game in natural wellness.
Would
Wouldn't
you really say
Chris?
that?
Yeah, they're combining high-quality hemp-derived ingredients with powerful cannabinoids to create a real effect-driven
Yeah, because I'm sick and
results.
tired of getting these pussy cannabinoids.
Dude,
But Via's got
not
powerful
Via.
ones.
In fact, they have the solution for you. Via lets you customize your experience, whether you're looking for daily wellness, laser focus, or deep relaxation, aka the kind of chill that makes you one with your couch.
Yeah.
Actually, never mind that point I was going to make.
Oh.
So if you're 21...
I was looking forward to it, man.
I think it's actually the kind of thing that they expressly asked us not to do.
Right.
But you know what you are going to
You know why
want to
you're
do?
able to save yourself there?
Why is
Because you're
that?
relaxed, you're chilling, because you're on Via.
I'm laser focused
Dude.
due to Via.
Via.
So if you're 21 plus, check out the link to Via in our description and use the code BEARS to receive 15% off, free shipping on orders over $100. And if you're new to Via, get a free gift of your choice. After your purchase, they ask you where you've heard about them. Please support our show and tell them we sent you. Enhance your everyday with Via.
What a slogan.
No, I just want to fucking...
Yeah.
go work out and then fucking...
Get some weights in your new apartment.
I got some weights,
Oh,
brother.
there you go. Throw 'em
I
around.
got some. I was fucking getting swole yesterday. As a matter of
Hell
fact.
yeah. But I think that's why I was bringing this up, because I wanted to bring this up. So I got, and this is you got to tell me. You got to
Yes.
tell me, because at times I could be like a little bitch boy.
Sure, in your own head.
And in my own head a lot, and I know it's gay. I've seen your comments. I know it's gay. Keep saying it, but just know that I'm not responding to you because it upsets me. It's just there's so many overwhelming comments of it that I just can't always do it.
They're like, you're not actually homosexual, but you are gay,
Right,
Chris.
I know, and it's also like
they're mad at you for not actually being gay.
Well, and it's also too. I just want to encourage, please keep bring in the comments, whenever. But I've already M&M myself. There's nothing that you've said about me that I haven't already publicly said about myself in a comment. I mean, I literally I got the screaming that I got from my mother last week for saying that I had sex in her bedroom so like, just know, like,
that's interesting.
I publicly say everything about me always.
What did she not know?
I mean, infuriated.
She never had any idea.
No, and like 7 of her friends sent her that clip. She's like, I get a call. She goes, I see the call coming, crib, and I say, uh-oh. I kind of just knew.
Yeah.
And she did. It wasn't even though, because my mom will always be like, hello, where are you? But it wasn't even that. I go, hello? She goes, Christopher, why do I have to get the clip of you talking about you having sex in my bedroom from Janine? Why is Janine sending me that fucking clip? She's like, I told you, stop embarrassing this family on the podcast. And then I was like, and then while we're on the phone, I'm like explaining it to her, right? I'm like, Mom, like I'm a grown man now. I could be able to say things like that. One of her other friends sent her the clip. She's like, I swear to God, she's like, now I'm getting it from Mary.
So she did not know you were fucking in her bed.
Well, I said to her, I said, Mom, I get that coming out with that is crazy. I get that. But why are you mad?
Right.
Like, what do you have to wash the sheets? That was in 1999.
You already slept in my jizz.
Yeah, exactly. You've been rolling around in it for 25 years.
Because there's no way you changed the sheets.
No, dude, and there's no way she changed the carpet. Dude, I used to do it on the floor, too.
My girl on the floor of your mom's bed.
Yeah, just flooding her carpet. But it's one of those things.
That's fucking awesome, dude.
Just getting screamed.
Is there a chair there in that room?
No.
It's just straight up bed.
No.
Bed floor.
You know what she used to have in there? I don't know if you remember this. This was like late 90s, early 2000, like pillows of people were like, I had an Ultimate Warrior pillow.
Yes,
I had like, Hulk Hogan pillow.
Of course, I remember those guys.
Right, you know what I mean?
They were like small.
She had a Rosie O'Donnell pillow. And so we used to lay it on her bed, and I would do things because I was just like I would like make her bed in the morning or whatever, like she went to work or if and then I would
smell her panty, take the panty, put them in the
I would put like Ultimate Warrior like eating out Rosie O'Donnell or Rosie O'Donnell laying on Hulk Hogan's taint. So
what were those called? Pillow buddies or something? Because I remember them.
Dude, remember those?
I do.
My mom says she still has some of mine like in the basement. So I'm like, I got to bring those out. But
I was a big Rosie O'Donnell show fan, by the way.
I
loved it. I was a little kid. I was like, Rosie fucking rules.
I love that, by the way, you saying you're a fan of Rosie O'Donnell right now would divide the audience in half. They're like, oh, you fucking Trump.
It was a good show.
Yeah.
It was a good show. And look, by the way, I'm like a fat little child.
Sure.
This is how funny it was. Like, I obviously had no concept of what being gay was. And like, the one thing Greek Orthodoxy instills in you is like, oh, gay people are still wrong. You know, like they don't teach you any lessons, but they still are like, you should still be a bigot.
Yeah.
And I remember literally I was like maybe I was like, I don't know, 3rd grade, 4th grade. I remember like, and they were like, back then it was the rumors of Rosie O'Donnell being gay, and I remember being like, she is not fucking gay. I was like pissed off when someone would call her gay, and I'd be like, and I remember praying that Rosie O'Donnell was straight. I remember being like, God, just keep Rosie straight.
Please.
I don't want Rosie to go to hell.
Yeah,
I want her to be I want to do her talk show in heaven.
Yes.
I want her to throw a koosh ball at me in heaven someday.
Yeah, come on, keep her straight. Make Ricky Lake gay.
No, I was a big Ricky fan for other reasons.
Yeah. So, okay.
Anyway,
so I'm not going to name the company, but tell me, just be honest, okay? Because I'm specifically doing this because you are confident, and I'm like, if you would handle this in an egoless way, I'd be like, okay, but if this is going to even upset you, I'll know I'm more in the right. Okay. So I'm looking for honesty here.
Okay.
Okay, even though this is a form of entertainment, the show that we're doing.
Of course.
So I get an email. And by the way, this show is a big show. It's a big show that A-listers do. So I'm aware of that already, that this is A-listers, like big guys do it. Mm-hmm. So they say we're reaching out with some opportunities, and then they name the show, and they say, we'd love to feature you and Shane Gillis paired in an upcoming episode.
Hilarious.
So right there, but I'm okay with that, because I'm like, being paired with Shane.
That's awesome.
I'm like, that's great, dude. Like, seriously. So then she goes, transparently, we've been in communication with Shane's team, but there hasn't been any significant movement.
Oh, my God.
Right? So now it's like, that was a sinking feeling, because I'm like, oh, wait. Are they trying to
Hey,
use?
we've already emailed Matt McCusker. He's not getting back to us either.
Yeah. They say, I know you're tight with him, so
Let me check my email. I wonder if I got this too.
No, I actually already pitched you. They said no. I was like, I'm doing 2 Bears with Stavvy. Would he work? They're like, no. They said, I know you're tight with Shane, so hoping it moves the needle a bit. More details below. Then they tell me about the show, blah, 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 blah. And then I say, hey, would love to come on. Do you know when you'd want to shoot or release by? I have a show at Theater at Madison Square Garden on September 11th. ChristyComedy.com for tickets.
Right.
I said, so if it can be before then, that would be great. And then I also said, if not, all good, let me know, thanks. So I'm already being a bit of a wavering pussy.
No, it's okay. You're fine so far.
But then she writes back, amazing, yes, just heard we can do it before 9/11. Do you think you can get Shane on board?
Hey, yeah, cool, whatever fucking date you want, but how about the point,
Shane.
what this is really about?
So I'm like, okay.
Just, can we double check about your more famous friend?
Yes, yeah. That's why we're really asking
no, they're
you.
real. I mean, they're completely fucking your
So then
ass.
she goes, so then I go, okay, great. And then I just flat out say, Shane doesn't live in New York City anymore, so I doubt he honestly can. I just was like, this way to just protect, because I'm not going to reach out to Shane.
Sure.
I don't have a transactional friendship. He's like my actual friend.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I'm not just going to ask Shane for stuff. And also, he's not going to fly to New York to do this.
No, Shane doesn't do anything. He doesn't
Nothing.
have to
it's
do.
like,
He's
and
not
I
gonna
get
do
it.
This. Yeah. And I get absolutely.
And it's a huge show, but even that, what does Shane need any of this shit for?
Yeah.
So then she goes, got you, curious, what about Theo Vaughn?
Holy shit!
So they're
not
just
even like, oh, all right, we'll
Yeah.
just figure it out. We'll find someone else.
Next up, what about Theo Vaughn?
Oh my god!
So then they say they want a paired episode, so transparently, it's kind of contingent on that.
Contingent?
Then they go, if this opportunity doesn't work, we can also pivot and get you in studio to do some social concepts instead.
Awesome. They're like, hey, if you can't get somebody better than you, we'll let you do some bullshit that no one watches.
Yeah, you want to do the waste your time. And then I don't respond. Now I'm like, I'm not responding.
Okay,
and then she
go.
just this morning goes, morning, Chris, just wanted to flag, the team can travel for the episode. Not sure where Shane is currently based, but if you have a show where he's at, we can do it there. Keep me posted.
Oh, if
How
you
do
have
I
a
respond
show.
to this?
Wow.
I mean, so let me ask you this.
Yeah, this is
you
crazy.
know that so even you, who's a confident guy, would feel this. I'm being disrespected, even though I know my place in this.
You are, yes.
I'm being disrespected, and I could feel a way about that.
I think you should just be like, hey, I'm not bait for my more famous friends. Like, I don't want to do your fucking show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't have to do your fucking show. They clearly don't value you at all.
Right.
The only value is that your proximity to Shane.
That's all it is.
That's it. It's them being like, I don't give a fuck about you.
Yeah.
Like, let me just be honest. We don't care about you, Chris.
Yes.
Can you do our job?
Right, exactly.
So you can be mostly cut out of it?
Yeah, dude, just have fucking DM Shane or Theo. Yeah, dude, it's like, suck my ass.
Yeah, dude.
I know it's like whatever,
that's
but
a
it's
tough
like,
one, man.
Yeah, dude, and then I just, look.
But who cares? Whatever.
That's the good
If
thing.
that happened to me, I think I would just be like, oh, I'm not doing this. Or even,
like, hey, I'm going to politely pass.
Even the first one, it's like, I think my spidey senses would have gone off a little bit.
Yeah.
I mean, the very first one, because they're kind of saying it like they have Shane. Like, if I had seen that, I'd been like, this is not happening. Because I just know Shane wouldn't have done that.
Right.
There's no way Shane would have been like, oh, great. Sign me up and then book one of my friends. Like...
Well, I think, too, what's the good thing, I think what happens is like everybody kind of wafts their own shit on the internet. Like, the show is humongous. Can't even deny it. But it's like, it's not like I'll do your show. I don't care.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I would like to do it, but it's like
who gives
the level
fuck?
of disrespect. Like, I'm not going to go in there with this energy.
Of course.
And then I won't be fun or funny. Like, so I'm just like, I just won't do it. I'm just happy I'm just happy where my career is at, which is just taking 2 Bears, 1 Cave to the end. Just taking it to the end of the summer and the end of the show.
The end of the show. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. But so I'm happy to know that even you, because I literally, and even my girl Jazz was like, you need to let this go because it's been 24 hours
No,
of
listen,
you talking to ChatGPT about what you could say back. Yeah.
No, you can't be doing that.
Dude, look
you
at,
can't
should
be,
I read some of the ChatGPT prompts? Hold on.
Please. Dude, that's pathetic. You can't do
dude,
that
hold on,
shit.
hold on,
no,
hold on, wait.
not ChatGPT.
Yeah, hold on. I go.
Yeah, give me the what? Let me know what you asked it.
Okay, so ChatGPT. Okay, hold on.
This is sad. This is more pathetic than fucking in your mom's bed.
Yeah, so I said, so first of all, it's literally been since yesterday I've been dealing with this. So I said, I sent them screenshots of the text.
Wow.
I sent the screenshots of the email, and I go to ChatGPT. Can't help but feel like they're using me to get more comedians and feeling more established.
Oh no, dude! ChatGPT.
ChatGPT.
You're looking at ChatGPT for moral support.
Yes.
And you're also, by the way, you're a bitch talking to ChatGPT like, I can't help but. It's not like ChatGPT. I'm being disrespected.
Yeah.
You're like. You're hoping ChatGPT says, no, Chris, they value you as a person.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Well, I had to turn to ChatGPT because Jasmine just stopped talking to me about it. She's like, I'm going to go in the pool with our children, so you should come and
We're
deal.
so cooked if a man with a family turns to ChatGPT.
Yes.
You have friends.
Yeah.
You have friends who deal with this sort of thing. You could have called me.
Right.
You could have called any number of people, but you went to chat. We're cooked.
Well, that's
bro.
what a content whore I am. I said, instead of just talking to Stavvy about this personally, let's just do it on the show.
Let's monetize it. Yeah, let's monetize friendship.
Yeah.
Which is what podcasting is.
Hey, but you know what, guys? At least we're not talking about the Ferraris we bought each other. So that's a plus.
This is how it starts, though.
Yeah, that's true. So then ChatGPT says, from the email thread, it looks like they're initially pitching you as a paired appearance with Shane, but now they're making it sound like the booking is kind of contingent on the pairing. And I said, yeah, and I can't help but feel they think I'm the lesser comic.
No, dude.
Yes, I swear to God.
Oh my God,
It goes,
Chris.
then they go.
I can't help but yes.
Yes, which I am all understanding of. But then they go, yeah, the way they're phrasing it does come off like they see you as the anchor guest, only if paired with someone they think has more mainstream pull. It's not that they don't value you, they clearly do. But their pitch reads like, Chris is great, but we need a bigger name to make this episode pop. That's an ego hit. Especially when you're already doing huge numbers and have your own audience. I wouldn't say huge, but I do have my own audience. And then they go, listen, this happens a lot in media booking. They underestimate the size and loyalty. Then
Oh my God, it's giving you a pep talk.
Yes, it says they underestimate the size and loyalty of your fan base because they're chasing what they think looks good on paper.
You have to stop.
You could absolutely carry that episode and probably pull higher engagement than some of the more established comics they're naming. Well, not the two they've named. They would definitely crush me in the numbers.
Oh my God.
Then I said...
It's giving you a pep talk?
Then they go, here's a way you could respond that's professional but also subtly flips the script. And then they say, hey, totally get you want a paired episode, but honestly, I think we can make a strong one with just us. My audience is super engaged, and I know they show up for it.
That's pathetic. It wants you to grovel to them.
Yes. If Shane or Theo can't make it work, I'm happy to still do the show and bring the energy.
Bring the energy.
Yeah. So then
you gotta stop.
And then I go, what would happen if I just didn't respond at all? And then they go, if you don't respond at all, you're sending one of two possible signals. One, signal of disinterest, I'm too busy, power move. Or a signal of passivity, easy to replace. In this case, you'd lose this slot entirely without a fight.
Wow, they want you to fight for it, man.
They want me to fight for it. So then I
You can't do it. Don't listen to ChatGPT.
Can't do it. So then I go, hey, can you give me a comedic way to respond to them by making, just because I know ChatGPT will send me something corny.
Yeah.
So they go, I said, but still give me a power move. They go, sure. They go, hey, right back. Pairing me with Shane or Theo sounds great. I'm in if you can make that happen. But I'm not going to start stalking comics on Instagram like I'm a TMZ intern.
Oh, wow.
If you can lock them in, I'll show up and be funny. If not, I'm happy to come solo and still make a good episode. Jesus. Then they go, I can also give you a short one-line zinger version if you want to feel even breezier. Let me say,
this is making my stomach turn.
Sure, give me that. Hold on, let's see what they got. Here's a quick zinger you could drop. Happy to pair up, but I'm not running a dating service for comedians.
Wow.
Zinger.
Yeah, I mean, this is pathetic.
That's pathetic.
I mean,
well, I'm
actually now
for you.
on their side. I am fully on their side.
I get it.
Going to ChatGPT, we got to stop that.
Well,
man.
hey, you know what? At least I was vulnerable enough to tell the audience.
That's true.
I'm not that's what I think. That's why I think somewhere along the line I do get man points back when I'll just tell everything that I've done.
It's true.
I'll be honest with everyone. I'll be honest to everyone except my family.
Yeah. And they'll find out about it through the podcast.
Right, yes.
They'll find out about your darkest secrets through the podcast,
Yes.
for sure.
Yes.
That's fucking hilarious, dude.
All right.
Yeah. Yeah,
So
I mean-
basically, bottom line is I'm going to do the show.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the show, and I've contacted Shane and Theo's reps.
No, we just see in like a month, it's like you and Sal are doing the show.
Yeah.
It's just like,
Do you want to do the show? Should I ask if we could do Stavros?
no, man.
You don't even want to do it.
No, just because of the way they treated my friend
Appreciate
Chris.
that, dude.
Yeah.
Thank you.
It's ridiculous.
I love that I have morals and I'm standing up for myself here, but then I'll
Yeah.
go to Saudi Arabia and make.
Oh, yeah, I mean, yeah, you're a piece of shit for
Dude,
that.
I mean, like, I'm wavering if I should not go.
No, you're going. You know
Just
you're going.
go, right?
I mean,
Segura told me to go.
I wouldn't go. Well, there you go.
There you go. yeah.
And he's giving us this podcast.
Yeah. I know.
Look, we don't have to keep talking about it. I just think there's certain.
Did we talk about it last week?
I think we've talked about it before.
Oh, all right.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I think forget it.
I think so. Just because there's just certain. I mean, but at the same time, almost no entertainment money comes from a good place.
No.
But you know,
It's like, do you want to take it from them, or do you want to take it from someone who's probably assaulted, millions of people?
millions.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm even talking about.
Millions is crazy.
Yeah.
But yes, it is an industry propped up by sex criminals and
Sure.
and
we're a part of it.
War criminals and
And we're in there. We're in it. We're in it all.
We
We're in it
certainly
all.
are. I mean, all of
Yeah.
society really is if we really get back to it.
Right.
Well,
and that's too, like, sometimes when I think about, like I said earlier, I don't want to have a transactional relationship with any of my friends, but it's like everything, like life is just, it's all transactional stuff, like in some ways.
I think it's part of the problem is that we're conditioned to think that way, where it's like, instead of just being like, oh, it's my friend who I like to be around and like whatever happened,
Right.
We're here for each other. When we can support, we can support. It's like, I do think, unfortunately, we are kind of trained to assign value to people essentially monetarily, which is not how people have all kinds of different value and all. There's things that you can get out of a relationship that are much different than, can somebody help my career? Can somebody lead to me getting more money? It's just like, do I like being around this person? How do I feel? All that kind of shit. I think that's all the community-based stuff. And then also, like, you just do things because, like, that's the thing. It's like a friend is just, ideally, friends and family are just people that are like, you are there for no matter what. That's the whole point. Right. Everything else, you figure it out.
Well, my father always says family is important even if you don't get along with them, because they're the only people that were chosen for you. You didn't choose. You just were born into this, and they're a part of your sphere, and there's really nobody knows why.
Yeah.
They were chosen for you, so that's why they're big time important. That's why you got to give your cousin money.
Yeah.
No, but I think what you're saying is that I feel that, like, obviously, we're all, every person has got a good and a bad side. We're all kind of living in this yin and the yang duality. But I do feel that I do not ever want to just reach out to someone and say, I'm reaching out to you for, like, a friend. Like, I would never just reach out to you to be like, hey, I'm checking in on you, but also can you help do this?
Yes.
I don't want, so that's why I was like,
Three texts later, it's what it's, you don't want to do to your friend with that.
Exactly. I don't want to be that. I would
you.
never ask Shane or Theo that ever. I mean, if we did it all together, great. But it's like, I would not, because I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to get involved. And people do that in our business all the time because there's a desperation in our business that's wild.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, I don't want to be a part of that.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm with you. I think you just gotta. The desperation is fucking hilarious. How people are just be like, I need this bad.
I need it. But it's like, it's just like, even, I think social media has done that, where it's like everybody's, dude, I'm telling you, I think, I don't know if we've said it here on this episode, but I have not been on social media for like 8 weeks. I have, my guy, Brian, a.k.a. Lancelot, runs it, and who's great. So I'm still a part, it's career, so I'll post videos and all that, but I have not looked.
That's good.
And dude, the amount of number one, you get off your phone, that addiction. I mean, I'm still addicted to my phone. Of
course.
But that I mean, I found a way to bring it on the podcast
just
now
talking
for
to
20 minutes.
ChatGPT, being like, tell me I'm a good comedian.
Yeah.
Tell me my life's good.
Yeah.
Tell me I'm going to be a good husband.
Yeah.
Even though I'm really scared.
Tell me I got the right house. Yeah. Should I sell it? Yeah.
Well, if you've been, sorry, go ahead.
Well, so I'm saying, like, I feel like social media, getting off it. Like, I'm telling you, dude, I really believe, even in these like past 8 weeks, even if it would detrimental, like it would hurt my career in a very big way because we're all so linked to social media.
Yeah.
But if they ban social media, I'd be willing, just for the good of society and my own family and whatever, I'd be fully willing to like go back to becoming a physical therapist if it meant social media is gone.
Yeah.
Because it is so beyond bad for you. How do you feel about that?
Yeah, I mean, there's always so many, like right now, the funniest thing, because I've gotten, unfortunately,
Did you have great calves, by the way?
Thank you, I appreciate
I know we've
that.
spoken about it, but they are stunning.
You do. I'm back on. Unfortunately, I've become re-addicted to my phone.
Okay.
And it is funny. It is pathetic what people get mad at. Like right now, like the controversies that people just want to be mad. They're addicted to being mad. It's so funny. The newest thing that like Republicans and conservatives are mad at is there's this like really gay Minnesota Vikings cheerleader.
Okay.
It's a male cheerleader. Bensi, see if you can pull this guy up. He's hilarious.
Senor Spoon.
Senorita Spoon.
Yeah.
Dude, and they're mad. They're like, oh, can't believe this. This is what, and like, they're like Kevin Sorbo, the guy who played Hercules, who now does like, I mean, look at this guy. He's fucking awesome. He looks fucking hilarious.
Dude, yeah, you know how like Tom and Bert did the girl filters? That looks like me if I did the girl, right?
Look at those cheekbones, and it's like, I'm sorry, you're mad a male cheerleader is gay?
Yeah,
like what are we talking about? Oh, what the hell? I heard a softball coach is a lesbian.
Yeah, it's like
what are we fucking talking about?
What do you think?
Male cheerleaders are gay as hell. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, dude, it's like, what do you think if they ever put on like a play about George Washington, the guy's playing George Washington, you think is straight?
Yeah.
No, dude, that guy will literally be reading, documents from the colonial times with cum coming out of his butt on the stage. So like, I agree with you. Like,
I mean, look, this is what gay guys are supposed to be.
Exactly. What do you want him to do?
cheerleaders.
This is he literally.
He looks awesome.
This is top shelf gay.
This is a great gay. Look
is he
at
the
those.
first gay male? Is he?
Of course not. There's thousands.
No, but it's interesting because I never even thought about this. I thought NFL cheerleaders were only women. They have
they
male
got
NFL
dudes.
cheerleaders.
And look, there's
I never
plenty
knew
of
that.
straight guys too. But it's like you're telling me gay guys can't be cheerleaders?
Yeah.
What the fuck are we talking
kind of
about?
world is this,
Where do we
dude?
want gay guys to go?
Yeah, seriously. I think.
But I mean, I guess that is the problem. They don't want gay people to exist.
What is the issue with this? Like they're saying like
just that a gay person is involved in football, I guess.
But it's like the guys tackling each other and then slapping each other in the butts after they score touchdowns is not gay.
I mean, I'm sure there are gay guys in the locker room.
There's a
that
gay
have to...
NFL player on the Raiders. He's
Oh
openly gay.
yeah, exactly. Carl Nassib, right?
Yeah,
Something like that.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But
He's
it's
a
like,
gay Muslim, it sounds like.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Nassib?
I think I don't know if he's a white Muslim. Is he?
Is he a white Muslim?
He's white.
Interesting.
But yeah, it's like, come look at this guy and tell me he shouldn't be a cheerleader.
Of course he should. I mean, look
at
at his
that
hair,
guy.
look at his
that
cheekbones.
cute little fucking
I actually
smirk.
like him on the left better with the longer hair than the right, even though
I don't
they're
think
both...
that's the same guy.
Oh, there you go.
Maybe that guy's gay as well, but everyone's mad at the first guy with the long hair. Because he does do one awesome gay guy look that I love is like makeup and then facial hair.
Yeah.
Hilarious. That's so awesome.
Yeah.
Like beautiful sparkling eyes and like a little blush. And then they got a mustache and people get so pissed off about it.
Yeah.
Look at him, dude. Look at those fucking eyebrows.
Dude, this guy looks like... I love it.
I mean, you 100% would get your ass licked a couple times by this guy.
Oh, 1,000%. I mean, I would argue that it's been licked before by him when I've
Look at
been
those
in Minnesota
beautiful
multiple
eyes.
times.
Yeah. Look at those beautiful
He honestly,
eyes.
to be honest with you, dude, and he looks to me like more feminine, like with the lips and eyes. Like I've definitely hooked up with girls who are closer to being a
less
man,
feminine.
right?
Yeah, absolutely.
I would say this is a more. I've hooked up with girls who are more masculine than this, 100%. You know, so like
I agree.
I honestly, dude, to me the having a problem with anybody or anything being gay is the only one that I can see the point is the women in sport, is the men. Biological, the transgender in sports, only because I understand that it does affect the women. I get that.
But here's the thing about that, is that maybe at the absolute highest levels, and if it's a combat sport, we can have a discussion. But what's fucked up is most of this is kids that want to play sports.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like I have friends who have like nieces and nephews who are trans that want to play just softball or whatever, to learn what it's like to be a team player, do that stuff.
I'm in agreement on that.
And like that, and it's like, that is way more of a problem. And also, it's just not an issue. There's
Right.
not that many people. I saw a tweet somewhere that was really funny. It's like, there's more pictures of Donald Trump with Ghislaine Maxwell than there are trans athletes in the NCAA. You know what I mean? It's like, this is the fucking, like, that is like, the way people have made this a big deal. And it's like, look, I'll even say, whatever, at the highest levels of competition, if we want to like, talk about it on a case-by-case basis, that's one thing. But by and large, it's another thing that's not a fucking problem that people make up because they just want, they want someone who's weird to have a hard life.
Right. I totally understand that. I get kids. I've always been okay with that. Like, it's
you got to learn camaraderie. You got to learn teamwork.
The older, at a professional level or an Olympic level, it's like, because I just think about like girls. Then it's like not fair for like actual like, biological females if they're going to lose something. Because the bottom, I mean, look, dude.
Has that ever happened though? I mean, the one girl
Leah
who was
Thomas
mad,
is the one.
But then
that's
the
the one
bitch that
case.
was fucking talking about it was like in 5th place. She sucked.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's always people who are bad. I would argue if you're a real competitor, if you're like female Michael Jordan, you know how pissed? Imagine Michael Jordan's a woman.
Yeah.
And Joanna Man comes around.
I would love to.
Or like a trans. It's like. And I took that personal. You know what I mean? Like female Michael Jordan would would try and beat trans like Karl Malone or whatever.
I would love that. That's going to be the equalizer.
If you're a real competitor, go beat a trans woman. You know what I mean? If you're really about it, Tiger Woods, if he was a chick, he'd beat a fucking trans golfer.
When the first trans woman male to female plays basketball, WNBA, that would be like the Joanna Man thing. When that happens, like Dwight Howard comes out there, that's going to be the thing that's going to get to the, because somebody's going to, by the way.
I think there are already like, but it's like women who have kind of transitioned, who are sort of like non-binary-ish in the WNBA. That might be the most queer-friendly league in the world. Yeah.
Figure skating.
Yeah,
right.
I feel like they got a lot of mean straight girls in figure skating too.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Yeah,
and there might be weirdly like a straight homophobic like Eastern European. You know what I mean? Who's like I must beat these fucking homos. I will triple axel straight. I will straightly beat these homosexuals.
I think it's one of those things you can't be a male figure skater and be straight because the moment you land a triple axel, you're like, that's gay. Yeah, like,
I don't know.
Just spinning around.
I don't know. You might be able to fuck. I mean, those girls are hot. You're right in the mix. It's like the theater. It's like the straight theater kid.
Right.
You know what I mean?
There's so much ass.
Because like if I had a son, I would tell him, do an activity that everyone thinks is gay. If you're straight, right? I mean, dude, if you're gay and you just want to suck off other theater boys, great.
Why the hell not?
But like, if you're straight, do theater. Do like something. Be the manager of like the girls' field hockey team. Do something that they think gay guys do. Because now you are actually, first of all, you'll learn to be comfortable around women. Right. You'll have actual friendships with them. And then someone's going to suck you off. Whereas I'm over here playing GameCube, you know what I mean, playing football. There's no pussy to be gotten anywhere. Yeah. All the cool guys on the football team, they get pussy. I had a friend who was 17 and had like, he was hooking up with like a 32-year-old mother of two. He was like one of those kids who's 17 and like, has a fucking Acura, gets head from single mothers. Like, he ended up playing a little bit in the NFL. Like, he was like fucking, these guys are awesome.
Monster,
like, I'm competing with those guys, whereas like, I should have been in theater. Yeah. I should have been like getting sucked off. Or be an anime kid. Go in a weird group, because the weird kids suck and fuck in the ways where you're trying to like, when you're trying to be like popular, you're trying to win the regular game, that's a fucking fool's errand.
Right.
If you're a young boy, find a special interest with women, and that way you will get your dick sucked and you will be more comfortable around women as you grow up.
Dude, I think that should be our merch for this. Someone's going to suck you off.
Someone will suck you.
Someone will suck you off. Yeah. Should be the merch. Yeah, I mean, dude, I agree, and I feel like,
sorry.
Go ahead.
My only point, and we don't have to actually make points.
Let's try, though.
It's really hard. We're both pretty dumb.
Yeah.
And it just comes down to...
No, I want to be those comedians, like we try to get serious and make points.
Now, What I actually think.
Tell me.
No, I don't give a fuck, actually. I'm done making points. You're right. Making points is gay.
I know.
I hate it.
Dude, I told you.
I hate slipping into, like, my real beliefs. I just think we should be nicer to people overall. There's a lot of people being dickheads and being, like...
I agree with that.
It's just like, look, dude... Gay people are hilarious and they're awesome.
Yeah.
And they make you, people that are different than you make life better is really what it comes down to.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like, that's all. That's the only... And I hate that I even think about getting political because we're just in a weird time where it's like people are very rude to a lot of different types of people who have made my life better.
For no reason. And by the way, the people...
Papusas.
100... Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, just the cuisine... The cuisine that immigrants and the arts that gay people have brought on to me.
Dude, the thing is, we can't have the world that
The
you love
best
so much is
ketamine.
only here because we're all here. Like, we're all, everybody.
Without Twix, I would have never had ketamine.
100%, dude.
You know what I mean?
Dude, and they're just like fun, like gay people especially. By the way, I love that it only took 5 episodes for the fans to 100% begin to start to hate us now.
So that's what
here's
we're doing.
Here's a good,
Chris,
it's going like that now.
Thank you for understanding, because we tried to throw the last one.
Right.
But we actually made it funny the whole time.
It got more views.
So what we're doing, I tried the Trojan horse getting serious at the end.
Yes.
And being, having sort of like left opinions on social comment. It's like, that's how we're actually going to fucking burn this to the ground.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like, that's like, we tried by just having a bad episode. This one, it's actually worse than the last one.
Right.
And we made points.
And
we started pontificating at the end.
Yes, and then the only thing left to do now is on the next and final episode, let's just talk for an hour about the weeds of comedy. Just in and out, comedy clubs.
Make fucking, we kind of did a little bit, I talked about Revision Lounge. Make specific, like rooms that have been closed for years.
Well, let's talk about that, and then the last 10 minutes, just cherry on top. Let's talk about the vaccine.
Ooh, that's good. I'll piss everyone off. I'll be like a social leftist with like anti-vax opinions.
Yes,
talking about how healthy America has been made now that there's no vaccines, and now Coca-Cola's made with real sugar?
Right.
That's health. I mean, I'm fat as shit, but it's like, it's still fucking sugar.
You take the stance that Fauci isn't a war criminal.
Fauci's awesome.
Yep.
And we need gay women to box. We need not just trans women. I want men to be able to fight women in the Olympics.
Dude, by the way, I would say I got my VO2 Max tested yesterday. Do you know what the VO2 Max is?
No.
So what the VO2 Max is you basically go, it is a test that, according to like the leading experts now, research is always evolving, but they say this is the #1 predictor of longevity. If you have a high enough VO2 max, obviously anything can happen, but like just from a cardiovascular type thing, you will be okay because your heart can sustain. It basically takes your heart to the highest level it can go, and then based off.
Is that when you have to jog with like the Bane mask?
Exactly.
on?
They put the mask on. So I did this test. I got blood work. They did all these tests, whatever. And so on the VO2, the guy running it was this great gay guy, right? And he had he actually looked like the Minnesota Vikings cheerleader. It might actually have been him. But he was fun. So he's fun. I mean, even because you're a little nervous. Like he's like, let me get this little mask on you. He's like really flamboyant and fun. Mm-hmm. So he's like, and then he's like trying to tell. He's like, you have such a giant head. As he's like tightening. I swear to God, he was like, I need to put my leg on something and give it a pull just to get this mask. And then he goes, is the mask on?
He's just straddling you. He's just sitting. Yeah. He's just sitting on you like this.
He goes, is the mask on tight? And I said, yeah. It's on. It's on relatively tight. And he was like, okay, good. And then he just to make sure, he pulled in and hit the strap off my head. He was like, I didn't need to do that. I like to just have fun. So he just fucking hit me. So I get on the treadmill, right? And the way it works is you warm up at 3.7 miles per hour.
Oh God, so that's a full sprint as far as I'm concerned.
No, it's like a lot. It's like a walk.
It's a power. I know what 3.7 is.
3.7. So you do that for 3 minutes. And
4. To me, 4 is sprinting.
So 3.7, and then you do that for 3 minutes as the warm up, and then every minute they go up 0.6.
0.6.
So it goes 4.3, and then you keep.
I'm literally done after 4 minutes. I'm not kidding.
So what they do is they obviously you keep going up, and then you basically have to hit a red button, but they can see when your VO2 max is the highest, and then I went, kept going, pushed as hard as I could. I almost blew out my Achilles.
Yeah.
But pushed as hard as I could. And then
What'd you get up to?
I got actually up to 9.4.
Get the fuck
I swear,
outta
or
here.
9 point whatever, 1, whatever that math
So
is.
you were there for like 7 minutes or so?
Yeah, so I actually moved my VO2 Max into like for 40-year-olds, the 90th percentile.
Good for you.
So,
Nice.
but your VO2 Max will be different and because you're younger than me.
Right.
So it's like I moved it up, but I've been trying to like work on that, whatever. So, but anyway, like he was just fun because I come off like, he's like, breathe, whatever. And then he's like, yeah. He was like, I have good news and bad news. What do you want first? I was like, I guess the bad news.
Yeah.
He was like, I'm better than you. He was like, you're like not even close to me.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, okay. He was like, but do you want the good news now? I was like, yeah. He goes, for a 40-year-old, honey, you are fit. And he goes, you have legit Zaddy energy on
No,
your. I
he
swear to
gave you
God.
Zaddy energy?
He goes, you have Zaddy energy on that VO2 Max, hon.
Wow.
He was like, and then it was fun because he was just like funny. He was like, let's go over the results.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is better than some like Russian doctor being like, I need to put you on statin.
Totally.
You need pill.
No.
This guy was like, let's go over it. So he's like breaking it down. He's like, what you can do better, what can't, whatever.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then as I was leaving, this is why I just love like, because they're just honest. As I was leaving, a person who's coming in recognized me and was like, oh, love, whatever. And I was like, oh, thanks. And then the guy's like, wait a second.
No, I love that. That's another very important thing with gay culture. We need people to not respect us. Because they don't know who we are. We're not famous in the gay
Right.
community. I need someone to judge me at the gym. Because when somebody recognizes me at the gym, like straight people are like, hey. Even if they don't know me, they're like a fat guy in the gym.
Yeah.
They tip their cap. Someone who knows me is like, hell yeah. Gay people are pissed.
Pissed.
Just jacked gay dudes. I went to the West Hollywood like crunch.
Yeah.
And the contempt
yeah.
that I saw from gay men.
Oh, yeah.
They were like, how dare you take up this machine, you hog.
You hog.
And I need that. I need to feel that.
I also love the openness too of gay men. I remember one time I was at a Best Buy and the guy who was helping me pick out a TV was like a flamboyant gay guy, and then same thing happened. Somebody recognized me and he was like, oh, what are you doing? I was like, I'm a comedian. He was like, oh my God. He was like, do you know my favorite comedian? And I was like, Mateo Lane. And he was like, yeah. How did you guess? I was like, figured you were a fan of his, whatever. And then he goes, do you know him? And I was like, oh yeah, he was a good friend of mine. And I was like, he's probably one of the most talented guys I've ever met. He goes, I blew him once in Chicago. I swear to God. And then he just said that to me, which is like, my family's there.
Awesome.
And then just pivots. He's like, so do you want the insurance package on this? You should get a warranty. These things do break. It's a Vizio.
Incredible
But then
stuff.
the guy who my VO2 Max says, the other person, whatever, recognizes me. And then he goes, oh my God, are you someone? Are you famous? And I was like, well, I'm not famous. I was like, and then the other guy, he was like, no, he's a well-known comedian. I was like, tell that to freaking Complex.
Yeah.
And then he goes, and then the guy, and again, this is what I love. There's no bullshit at all. He goes, I don't know you, and I got to be honest with you, comedy isn't for me. And I was like,
unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Like, oh, cool. Just give me an oh, cool out the
Unnecessary,
door.
but honestly,
Love it.
honesty, like, I forgot your name, sir, but I love you. I love what you did.
I love
You're
him too.
freaking awesome.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, dude.
90th percentile VO2.
90th percentile VO2 Max, and he said, the only thing he said to me, because I've lost like 11 pounds, he was like, you've lost 11 pounds, great work. He goes, but you still do have a little bit of extra fat on your hips.
Yeah,
So he
and
just was like,
it.
yeah, he was like, you are still kind of built like a stepmom,
Yeah.
but
That's what gay guys bring, what lesbians bring. Pants that fit my body type. You know what I mean? Button downs that are meant for generous hips.
Yes.
So we're all getting, it's one big, beautiful world.
Dude, shout out every community. I mean, I guess just being raised in New York City, like, it's tough to hate a group of, you just realize how silly it is because we've grown up in like this melting pot.
Totally.
It's so dumb to be like, oh, you don't like them for what reason? It's also too, literally, I'm talking about a week ago, which is crazy.
Yeah.
My group chat, with the ongoing war or whatever in the Middle East and Israel and Palestine and all that stuff, because of social media. Right, yeah, I know.
I don't know that it's quite a fair fight.
I know. I don't know. Dude, I got such a divided
Going
home.
into war is kind of unfair to the Palestinians.
And it's tough for me being a father through all this because I got a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old. My 10-year-old's pro-Israel, the 4-year-old's pro-Palestine. So I got to just, the 4-year-old's just...
You got a 10-year-old Zionist? A Puerto Rican
My 4-year-old's
Zionist?
just fully in Hamas going to daycare. Yeah. So, but just like a week ago, dude.
Yeah.
One of my boys was like, because with social media now, X or whatever, you see the real videos. He sends to the group chat something to the effect of, oh, it's crazy. You've seen these videos out of Palestine? Like, these people are like people like us. It's like,
Wow,
yeah. It's like they're going to school. There's
totally.
And anywhere you go, from the Middle East to any war going on, it's like, yeah, dude, it would be as if there's like they're no different. They have the same brain. It would be as if your building is getting bombed, or like your family just got killed in an active war zone.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's the same thing. We just are so privileged and blessed to be here.
It'd be like if your family was trying to get food and somebody just shot you in the fucking head. It would be just like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It would be like you falling into a trap that an evil occupying force is setting for you.
Dude, I gotta be honest, man, and after all the way that we just ended that, with that, if you are still listening to the podcast, you're the problem.
This had to have done it.
We've done everything we could to get you out of here.
This had to have done it. We're doing one more because we were contractually obligated. If you thought this was bad, just wait till next week.
Oh, brother.
Just wait till next week. Thank you for watching. It's the Summer Bears episode 5, and we will see you next week for an all politics, no joke episode.
Absolutely. Don't forget to get vaccinated, kids.
Chris and Stavvy, Stav and Chris. Neither grows a beard, and they both wear shirts. Stavvy's a Greek, and Chris is a gay, and some may say the show is better this way. Here's what we call 2 bears, 1 cave.